Hi everybody, Ben here from Art Less Ordinary. I am going to do a flip cup. So I'm going to do the minimalist flip cup again. I'm quite liking how there's not a lot of colours in it. So I am using, this is my old paint, so Global Purple. Because this has thickened up, I did have to add a little bit of water to this one because, as you can see, the paint's quite thick. So I'm trying to use this up so then I can get on to my newer one. So all of them are mixed. So they're all 60 grams paint and 60 grams pouring medium, which is my 70% Elmers clear glue and 30% water. But the purple, I added extra water. So I have the purple, I have dark blueberry, which is a grey. I love this colour. It's one of my favourites. And 2 cups of white. The white I added a touch of water to as well because it was a little bit thick. And they all have 3 drops of Elmer's silicone oil. So it's virtually just going to be going purple, white, grey, white, and then back to purple again. So I'm going to use 3 cups. So altogether I have 1, 2, 3, 4, about 480 to 500 grams of paint in total. Once I've added the water and the pouring medium. So when I say paint, I mean mixture. So that is it for now. I'm not going to spray my cups. I've still only got the white ones. I haven't been able to get some clear ones yet. I haven't gone to the shops to do that. So I'm just going to start pouring. Oh, I will show you one thing. I don't know how shimmery you can see this, but this is my painting I did the other week with it was the Infinity Pour with the metallics. So my table must have been slightly off because it did change the pattern a little bit, but not much, and it still looks pretty good. So I just have to double check the table, but that there I'm quite happy with. So let's get pouring. Oh, I haven't stirred it. Put silicone in it and didn't stir. I always stir really, really well because I don't like too bigger clumps of silicone in mine. So just a bit because you got 3 cups to go, and I want to try to do 2 to 3 layers. Can't always judge how much it's going to make, so I've got to stir each one as I go because I haven't stirred them. And I'm trying to layer it a little bit. So I just do a little circle as I pour it in to try to cover one layer with the other. But yeah, so I'm really happy with the way that the last one turned out, the red and plum. So I was going to do a purple one, but instead of doing 2 purple colours, I thought, how about I do a purple and a grey, because they should look quite good together. And I use the darker purple because if I use the white, that will give me different shades of purple. So it's just a matter of having fun, trying different colours. I think once before I started pouring these without actually stirring in the silicone because I forgot to. Oops. But no, the red one was really fantastic, the red and plum. The colours just went really well together. And I can see that this purple and grey will look good. So I thought, yep, I can do that. So this shouldn't take much longer. The last layer is not going to be very much, but that's okay. So this is a different brand to when I did the red and plum. So the consistencies are a little bit different. Oh, I think I'm running out of white for that one. Oh well. It's probably because the purple I had to add water to, a little bit of water. So it's probably giving me the illusion I've got more than I think. Yeah, I think it is. I think I'm only going to get 2 layers with everything else. But that's okay. Sorry, I'm a little bit quiet at the moment. I'm concentrating. Sometimes I can't talk and concentrate at the same time. But this should be really good. I'm really excited about seeing how these two colours go well together, because I often do purples and blues or purples and other purples and pinks, but I thought, no, I would like to do a purple and grey. Really just want to do something slightly different to normal. I really like just enjoying myself and trying different things. And if they work out, then you can do more. Like, that's why I thought the ones with only a couple of colours and white turned out really good. So I'll keep at it. So yeah, there's not a lot of purple here, so I won't do much. I'm just going to do a little tiny layer. Pardon me. And this is quite a deep purple. It's not as deep as like a quinadrone, or I think everyone knows which one I'm trying to say. But this being next to the white should give me some nice variations. And same with the grey, I should get different tones of grey. Alrighty, done. So I might put that one in the middle because it's got less purple there. So flipping it, 1, 2, 3. Sometimes I don't do too good when I do that. Ah, perfect. Get some gloves on. I'm going to make sure it's recording. Yes, it is. So I just do that now because once I did a pour and it stopped recording before I actually did the pour. So it was a little bit of a ruined artwork. Okay. So these cups were relatively full, so they shouldn't really have to leave it upside down for too long. The paint's probably already made its way as far down as it's going to go. So it's just a matter of doing the flip. So like normal, I just put the excess that comes out on the corners and on the very edge, because I'm going to tip it off anyway. It's better than wasting good paint, and it stops your main picture from getting pulled off. 1, 2, 3. So the purple is a transparent, but the white and the grey are both opaques. So let's hope that it shows quite a bit of the purple through, but at the same time I want it to kind of lighten the purple and give me different colours of tones of purple. Well, so I'm going to have to get a wriggle on because I'm going to lose paint now. Alright, so I'm going to bring it down my way. So I can see air bubbles, so I'm going to have air bubble cells as well as silicone cells. It's just something that you do get when you get air bubbles in there. So I'm just pushing off those bits I poured onto the edges. Alrighty. And now I'm slowly coming back to the top end. So there's a fair bit of paint, so I don't have to worry about pouring some off if need to be. So I'm just going to go up here and try and get that corner to go. And bring it back down. And then go this way. Okay. So it's kind of good that I don't have too many cells that popped up by themselves. So I got a big one down the bottom here, which I'm wondering if I should pour that one off so then he's gone, because he is quite a big cell. So I'm just going to push the paint towards the end, and there he goes. I've just got to try not to mess up my lines too much. So I'm coming back. I don't mind my lines if they're a little bit wavy, but I still want them to be relatively centered-ish. I might keep it like that. Alrighty, so hopefully when I torch, because I can see there's purple underneath that white, so hopefully when I torch I'm going to get darker purples pop through. So if I make noises when I move around, I've got a bad back. Okay, so crazy flamethrower, blowtorch, and there is definitely bubbles. So I can see a lot of bubbles popping. So I'm going to get bubble cells as well as silicon cells. Bubble cells don't grow. They kind of just stay as a little speck. But silicon cells will grow. So it is often good to make your paint a little bit earlier, especially when using a glue mixture. Okay, I'm going to try and get some more proper cells now, and not just bubbles cells. I'm getting some. Whoops, that got close there. So I'm going to get a cluster. So I know it looks like I'm going extra slow, but I'm trying not to get too many come up all at once. Because you can always get more cells by going in further, but you can't take cells away once you've got them. So they do seem to be coming up a little bit in clusters, probably because I've just got a little bit close. Okay, I'm not going to overdo it anymore. I'll leave it for a second. Yeah, so when I got close, like here, I went close, so I got a whole cluster come up at once. And it happens in a few other spots. I think what happened was the paint was a tiny bit thicker than what the silicone wanted, so it was hard for them to pop up until I got close enough, and then they kind of all burst together at once. But it's still pretty cool. I was hoping to get a few more dark cells. There's patches of them. But the way I see it is, when I hope for something, that's just what my brain says I wanted. Often, whatever I get, I'm still quite happy with. You gotta love the work sometimes. And don't always don't always go by what you plan, because it is fluid art. It does a little bit of what it wants, as well as you have some control over it, but not all control. But I've got my dark lines that have come through. A lot of the cells that have come up quite grey or white, which there's a lot of grey and a lot of white in there. But you can see purple ones coming up through here, along there. There's tones of purple inside the grey and white ones. I've got these ones here which look kind of a little bit like paw prints with only 3 toes. But this is alright. So the cells probably will grow a little bit, but I don't think they're going to change too much more. The paint was not really thin enough for them to overly do their own thing. So I'm scraping the edges. That way my sides cells don't stretch too much. Sometimes I forgot to scrape my edges and I've walked away from the painting, either gone to work, or I did it in the evening and went to bed, and then got up the next day and my paint had all stretched over the edge because it just kept moving because I didn't stop it from doing so. But the good thing I like about these two-tone ones is this will suit, if you've got a purple coloured theme to a room, this would be perfect, because grey goes with everything, white goes with most things, and then you've got the purple in there. So you can kind of, by doing 2 colours and white, you can kind of match a painting to suit a room perfectly. So I don't think my pink one is dry, or my red one. Nearly dry. So this is the red and plum one. So that there will suit any room that has a red colour theme, or even a pink colour theme, because it will kind of just be a little bit bolder, but it will still look good. The cells kind of stayed in their shape well. I'm not going to touch the middle. That looks a little bit soft still. But that's the good thing about doing the 2 colours plus white, is you can purposely match it to a situation. If you've got a nice bathroom which has kind of got a green tone to it, or even if it's a white bathroom that has lots of plants in there, if you're a plant person like me, then you could actually do one with greens, like a really light green, a dark green and white, and you can virtually have a painting that will suit a white bathroom which has got green plants in it. It will really fit in without worrying about which colour is going to pop up and be your strongest colour, because that's what often happens, is when you do a multiple colour one, you will get some colours pop up and be stronger, and then it might not actually suit the situation that you had planned for it. So I'm still getting a bit of paint coming off by scraping, so keep doing this every 5 minutes or less until paint doesn't come off. Did I do that one? Yeah, I did that one properly. So this is it. Ta-da! Purple, grey and white flip cup. I'm going to bring you down for a closer look. There we go. Who wouldn't like that in a nice purple room? So definitely have quite a few cells in this. They are clustered, but so it's kind of a clustered cell, but it's got nice purple. You've got all the different tones of purple in there. You've got grey in there, which looks quite well. You've got the nice purple streaks where the 2 cups mated or met. Sorry, I sometimes make up words. And yeah, so what are we doing? Focus. So as you can see, we did get cluster cells, which that happens. But they're also quite cool cluster cells. Like this one here, that's where I got a little bit close at one point. And that's where I got the 3-toed dog print. I like that one. But yeah, they're not completely circular single cells, but that doesn't actually matter. So I hope you actually enjoyed this. I have a really soft spot for purple, so I'm always going to love something that's done in purple. And these nice deep lines go well with the lighter tones that the white and the grey have put in to the other purple. So there we go, finished product. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Share, like, leave comments, and try it for yourself. If you want to do a 2-color one, do it, and let me know. Show me what you've done, or tag me in the post, because I really like to see what people do. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great night, and I'll see you next time. Bye.